Welcome back to Mr. Boyfriend. This is Saida.
And I'm Chancellor. Welcome back, guys.
Yeah, everyone. We got sun going. It's still kind of warm, like it's summer.
It's fall now. It's September 30th. You know, like the last day of September. But you know, it feels like summer, but it's officially fall.
Yeah, and I've had my fall decorations up since September 1st. So for me, I'm ready fall mode. But welcome back, everyone. Today we're gonna talk about Amouage Sunshine. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned, guys. Before we really get into the review, we wanted to give a special shout out to these three. I think they were subscribers from early on, but I want to give a special shout out to Patricia T 5323, Felicity Deluvian 3030, and What's That Smell? Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, we are so close to 500. And it's really special just because when we started this fragrance channel, I mean, Saida, she's the fragrance hoarder, and we have a profound appreciation for fragrances, and we just really made this channel just to like have fun. I mean, Saida had all the fragrances to review, and I just kind of threw it out there. So to kind of be close to 500 subscribers, I mean, it may not seem like much, but it means a lot to us, and thank you for those who have been with us since the beginning.
Yeah, it means a ton, and especially when I see the comments from people that I know have been subscribed with us for some time since the very beginning, and how every time we post a video, they are kind of tracking our progress and just opening discussions with us or just commenting. It really means a lot to us, and it's great to read those comments and see familiar names and faces if you have a picture on there. Yeah, you know, we're just going to keep growing. I think that we have a really good community here.
So let's get into the fragrance review.
All right, so Amouage Sunshine. So I've had this for a number of years. I think I had this for at least 5 years. Yeah, at least 5 years. And this I discovered because I really like the look of the bottle. And I actually saw the bottle online. I can't remember if somebody reviewed it or something came up before where somebody mentioned it, but I didn't know what it smelled like. So I ordered a sample of it. I think I had the sample off of eBay or something like
nice
that.
Metallic cap.
Yeah, I love like the magnetic cap. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful bottle. And I just had all types of things in my head about what I thought this was gonna smell like. I thought I was gonna get something like Soleil Blanc. Honestly, sunshine. I'm thinking beach.
Yeah.
And this is not beach sunshine. For me, this is fall sunshine. Fall sunshine somewhere not particularly cold or cool. If you think about fall, I'm talking about like fall, like how it is now, where it's like really sunny. When you get in the sun, it's almost hot. You start to sweat, right? You don't want to sit there and wear a sweater or wear anything that you can't remove because you'll get hot in the sun, but then it's cool in the shade. That's this scent reminds me of that time in fall. So that's why it's a fall fragrance. Even though it's talking about sunshine, it's the sunshine that I associate with fall. Got the fragrance, and it completely smelled different from what I thought it would smell like. At first, I probably would say I liked the scent, and I was not for it because I was thinking of Soleil Blanc. I was thinking of something beachy, right?
So, interesting thing. So, Amouage, that's not a word that's like in an English dictionary like that, or something that we've all heard of. And I did like a little bit of digging, and Amouage, very, very, very unique. So Amouage, so it combines an Arabic term meaning wave, right, and along with amour meaning love. So when you combine the two together and you have Amouage, how it's spelled on this bottle, you get the wave of feelings. That's what the word translates to, which is really, really interesting because that's kind of like what we get when we smell this fragrance, you know? Like, what sort of things did you feel like when you first sprayed it for the first time, or you got that reaction from the woman?
Yeah, it definitely feelings. So this is not the only Amouage I own. So Amouage is obviously the fragrance house, and the name of this fragrance is Sunshine, not to be confusing. But I own another Amouage, and now I think about it, the way I feel about that one too, it kind of evokes feelings. Yeah, like I wear this when I have a certain mood and feeling. It's not just a grab and spray kind of thing. I need to be in the mind frame of sunshine. It really is a regal scent. Like I love this scent. It's deep. It's to me feminine.
Me too. I would agree.
And it's surprising too, because you don't get the classic feminine notes as far as like super floral, super sweet. You know, kind of like, oh, I'm a girl, I'm gonna smell like a pretty cookie, or I'm a girl, I'm gonna smell like flowers. This, you know, or fruit, right? So this has fruits in there. It has flowers, but doesn't go in the classic route without you going oud route. It kind of reminds me of an oudy fragrance with no oud in it, like that same kind of deep, sensual, beautiful moodiness to it.
So I'll kind of get into the notes just so we know what we're dealing with here. So top notes, we have almond, blackcurrant, artemisia, with our heart notes being osmanthus, vanilla, magnolia, jasmine, and the base notes being a white tobacco, a papyrus, juniper, and patchouli. Let me kind of get into the story behind why this was created, right? Shining like a liqueur diamond, a joyous greeting of Liquoris divana and acidulous blackcurrant gives way to the comforting scent of a budding almond flower. Sweet droplets of vanilla rain over a floral heart where magnolia and osmanthus express their plush fruitiness all together with the subtle indolic hint of jasmine flowers opening up in the coming night. The day goes by, the sun goes down, and Sunshine Woman gently fades into a loving sunset of smoky cade and patchouli,
Oh wow.
dry papyrus, and gourmand Virginia tobacco. Wow. A fragrance that reads like a smile, the ambery light of summery days. Wow,
Wow.
that's a beautiful description.
And this is a genuine reaction right now, because I've actually never read that. I've never read it. I didn't read that and go, oh yeah, I'm getting like that. Really, I can, that inspiration as far as you're talking about, I can see all those things of how this shapes it. Now, I had another concept in my mind when I smelled this. I was thinking about dried fruits, kind of how a dried fruit has some moisture to it still, but it's a stickiness to it and a leatheriness to the skin, but the inside is still pretty moist, but it's not wet. You're not going to get no juice squirting out of it. Dryness, the papyrus, right? Something kind of papery. Then mostly the fruit I get is like, so when you say dried fruits, I'm talking about dried apricots. That kind of fruitiness is what you're getting. And then I mostly get like a white tobacco. I like the white tobacco because it's not like you're smelling a cigar bar. It doesn't smell like a man sitting somewhere with his pipe or anything like that, or anything stinky. No bad breath. I don't know why I think about bad breath when I think about tobacco.
Yeah, me too. You know, not the only one.
It just creates like that, almost like white tobacco is kind of like in place of it creates like an oudiness without being oud. It's very clean smelling, very deep, almost woody, plant-like, but it's really cool. So this invokes the idea to me. I'm thinking that I've never been to Dubai, I've never been to the desert. When I see like that kind of red, dark sand and how dry it is, and maybe it's not cold there, but obviously people who live in the desert tend to wear long sleeves and keep their body from the sun. It gives you the feeling of, and you see sometimes the wind blowing out there. Never been there. I'm pretty sure it'd be hot, sweltering, but guess what? It's like, I think of fall weather and I see those kind of pictures, or you think about the coolness of how cold the desert would get while the sun is going down.
Yeah.
That's kind of what this, I think about with this. That's my fancy. This is desert fruits, dried fruits. Usually those kind of countries that tend to have deserts tend to have a lot of dried fruits in their cuisine, dried figs, dried apricots, things like that. Spices like cardamom and things like that. You don't get any kind of cardamom here. Just mention that just because cardamom sometimes can go kind of like BO smelling, smell like armpits or something like that. It's just being honest, just because people are saying, you don't get cumin in here. Yeah, it's just, what do you think?
So I was talking about the almond. The almond is a little bit different. I mean, the scent of the fragrance overall is really unique. Unique in the sense that in the base notes, you're not getting the regular musk. I mean, yes, you got patchouli in there, but you're not getting like the typical woodsy scents or whatever as a backdrop, you know, like during the dry down, right? This one, you're getting that mainly the white tobacco for me, and I think that's probably why it smells so different to me, because I'm not getting the typical musk, cedar, you know, that kind of thing. The white tobacco. That's the backdrop of this to me, which is why I think it probably tends to lead more feminine than masculine. Now I can see how a man could pull this off and he still smell great. You know, he still leaves an impression. But just upon first smell, to me, this leaves more feminine than masculine. But like, go ahead, you be the judge for yourself. You know, don't just take my word for it. Try it out and see like where it sits with you.
Yeah, and this, I've waited a while too. So I've had this for years, obviously, but I waited a while to review this on our channel because, quite frankly, Chancellor is still growing in his fragrance knowledge and experience. And initially, I thought that Chancellor wouldn't like this fragrance. I thought if he smelled it, he's like, "Oh, that smells weird. I don't like that." You know, because Chancellor, I would say, kind of how most people are. When you're not too experienced with fragrances, you want to smell sweet. You want to smell things you recognize. You think you recognize rose, sweet, candy. You know, so it takes time. Sometimes your nose has to evolve over time. And I mentioned this for people who are just getting fragrances. Yeah, you might smell something like to say, "Oh, that smells weird." That's why it's called niche, right? Because niche is people who are experienced with their senses, as far as the sense of smell. And maybe you've had experiences or you have dreams and thoughts of experiences that you want to have, and you may associate scents with that. I think that's why it's called a niche, because maybe most people don't interpret or think of fragrances in that way. And not saying they need to. Hey, if you just want to smell good, you want to smell fresh, smell like lemons, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you really want to explore fragrances and learn notes and things like that, like this is, I would say this is kind of a bump up in advanced when it comes in fragrances versus like just the regular, well, not just regular, the designer fragrance you might get in Macy's.
Guys, thank you for joining us again for another episode of Heaven Sent Boyfriend. Let us know in the comment section. Are you guys familiar with Amouage? Some of your favorite fragrances from the house. What are you guys wearing? You know, we are officially in the first week of fall. Kind of let us know in the comment section like what you guys are wearing and like how you experience this, if you've experienced it already. Yeah,
and if you haven't experienced this, quite frankly, I have not tried much of Amouage fragrances. I have this one, and I have another that we'll review in the future. I'll just tell you what it is, Lilac Love. So, you know, let us know, what have you tried? Maybe you might have tried something that you may think I like from watching our channel and kind of seeing things that I tend to be attracted to. So let us know.
And again, thank you to all of our subscribers. And until next time, we'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye.
Bye, guys.